Hi everyone, wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom Vorach. This week's Parshat Shelach, we read about the mission of the spies. Moshe Rabbeinu sends 12 men, 12 spies into the land of Israel to find out more information and details about this land, from where they should enter, how they should conquer it, etc., etc., etc. Unfortunately, we know that the plan goes south. The spies come back. They only instill fear in the people, nothing positive to say about the land. They're too strong for us, and they're going to defeat us. The people cry, and we know what ends up happening is that God gets so upset that he ends up punishing this generation. They are going to stay in the desert for 40 years. And it's only their children that are going to enter the land. But my friends, what's fascinating is that actually, out of these 12 spies, two of them, Yehoshua and Kalev, had a positive outlook on the land. But unfortunately, they were outnumbered. And it's actually Yehoshua, one of these two spies, that ends up being the future leader of the Jewish people. And he is the one that brings them into the land of Israel. So if you had to go to Yehoshua and say, Yehoshua, is there anything you learned as a leader? Is there anything you learned from Moshe? Things not to do. I think we could all agree that Yehoshua learned his lesson. Don't send spies. And what's very, very fascinating is that you open up the book of Joshua, the story of Yehoshua, and right there, chapter 2, his first thing that he does as a leader is he sends two spies into the land of Israel. Yehoshua, what are you doing? Question number one. And question number two, the spies, the mission is actually successful, unlike Moshe's. And the question is, what exactly happened? What is the difference between Moshe's spies and Yehoshua's spies? And my friends, I think there's a very powerful lesson. You see, when Yehoshua sends his spies, the pasuk says, Heresh, quiet. To be successful in life, in our missions on this planet, there's something that we need to learn, and that is to sometimes be Heresh, to sometimes be deaf, to block out and to silence the noise. Because my friends, there will always be people in the world that will tell us that we're not good, that we're not capable. People tried it. Someone had that idea. It didn't succeed. What makes you think that you're going to be successful, that you're going to be different? There's so much negative energy in the world. And if we're going to open our ears and hear everything that everyone has to say, we will never be successful. We'll never move. And to be like the spies of Joshua, to be successful in our mission, we have to sometimes be cheresh. We sometimes have to be deaf. We have to sometimes block out the noise of the people around us. Sometimes it's even people that care. But negative energy can be so damaging, so hurtful, so harmful. We have to be able to sometimes act like we are deaf. Of course, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't counsel. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't get advice. We should always have people that give us advice. We need to be balanced. We have to know, to open ourselves to criticism. Is this maybe an idea that's not worth pursuing? But once we've counseled, once we've realized and decided this is the correct course, to be able in life to know that we need resilience. This is what I need to do. Because there will always be haters, my friends. And the people that love us will love us no matter what. And the people that are going to bring negative energy, there's no room for them. Ultimately in life, we have to live the lives that we want to live. We cannot live based on what will people say, what will they say in remarks of other people. Im en ani li, mi li. We have to live our lives. The number one regret is that people sometimes wake up many years later saying, I wish I would have lived the life that I wanted to live. Our rabbis in Pirkei Avot remind us, if we're not going to live our lives, who is going to live that amazing life that we were supposed to live? Shabbat Shalom.